Let's hear from another one. Senator Josh Hawley can talk to us about critical race theory.
President, I'm here today to talk about those things that unite us as Americans, and I'm here to talk about those things that divide us. For centuries, public service has been something that unites.
What unites us as Americans are hatred for Josh Hawley.
Americans drawing.
What divides us is asshole Republicans.
Life serve in our military. They serve in federal and state and local governments. They serve in police units and fire departments across our country. They serve as teachers.
I am not high enough for Josh Hawley, that's for sure.
Are better off for their service and for their sacrifice. Those who serve our nation do it not because they have to, but because they want to. They do it because they believe this nation is worth serving. They do it because they believe this nation is worth defending.
No, I think a lot of them have no discernible talent and need a way to get some fucking education, training. They're from poor parts of the country and don't see any other way out. I know that's the way it was in my neck of the woods.
They believe it is worth celebrating, and they are right to think all of those things. Service to this country is an act of
income, and healthcare is a great incentive when you
worth believing.
Don't have any other opportunities thanks to the economy these dipshits have created.
And this President Joe Biden, do not share this point.
Oh my God, and yeah, like he has the audacity to get up here and say this after we did the story last night about the number of military suicides dwarfing the actual casualties in battle. Because these motherfuckers are fucking up perfectly good human beings for their misguided wars.
I'm worried that President Biden is nominating for federal office individuals who do not share a view of America as a good and decent place, who do not believe that the history of this nation is worth celebrating. Nominating instead people who believe that this is a country founded in racism and shot through with corruption.
Exactly. This person is a seditionist, and he has the gall to get up here and preach to us.
That goes by different names, but shares several features in common. A view that America is a systemically racist place and systemically unjust. A view of America.
Josh, motherfucker, it is written into our Constitution that black people represented 3/5 of a person. Literally in the Constitution. You understand that, right? And we're not saying fucking everybody is fucking racism, but racism is built into the system. Clearly, by just that one example. I can give you a million other examples throughout history. How we had to admit states in pairs. One a free state, one a slave state. How everything was a goddamn compromise with slave states. That's the last thing we need around here is goddamn Lindsey Graham.
America as corrupt. A view of American society as one that needs to be deconstructed, that needs to be pulled apart, torn down, and then rebuilt in a fundamentally different way. Now, this broad ideology has become known in public as critical race theory, or sometimes just critical theory. And let me tell you, as someone who has taught in our nation's universities, someone who has seen our institutions of higher learning up close, I would say to those in the media and elsewhere who now deny that there is any...
As someone who knows his logical fallacies, I would think somebody in a position to teach at universities would know better than to get up and tell an anecdote, as opposed to presenting data that backs up their case. That's just me, though.
Such thing as critical theory. That critical theory is, in fact, very real. It is very influential. And it appears to have become the animating ideology of this administration.
It has become the animating ideology of this administration. Critical race theory has become the animating ideology of this administration. Had any of you even fucking heard of it before right-wingers started dabbing about it constantly? Holy shit. It is the animating principle of the administration, he says. I would say that it's the animating principle of the Republican Party now. Here's Benny Johnson talking about leaked documents from the Iowa school system that shows teachers are forced to classify Make America Great Again as a type of racism and white supremacy. By the way, studies have been done that people that use that hashtag overwhelmingly were fucking racist. They have it below the bar here under covert white supremacy, socially acceptable. So it's a correct graph. That's all they goddamn talk about. That's all they tweet about. And we end up with teachers getting bombarded with idiots like this all across the country. And then they use these people that they have worked up to get them to go to school board meetings and rant like this. They use them as an example to back up their claims that it's rampant.
We're awake, we're organized, and we're extremely pissed off. If you choose to stay and push your Marxist agenda on our children, we're going to replace every board member in here with people just like me. Nothing.
Audience.
Oh yeah, I wonder why we might think Make America Great Again is a racist slogan when we have Stephen Miller, whose own family called him a white supremacist.
Wonder why.
Please
Nothing
hold
would make
your
us
comments.
happier than to surround you with a room full of American patriots who believe in the Constitution of the United States and Jesus Christ above.
This motherfucker, imagine getting up there and saying, I believe in the Constitution and Jesus Christ above. What?
Do you think we're stupid? You think we're fools?
Every last one of you. The Venn diagram for racists and people who use MAGA is a fucking circle. Well, no. They say that the First Amendment wasn't meant to be a separation of church and state. No, that is not what it meant, even though Thomas Jefferson wrote a letter to some fucking preachers telling them that's exactly what it meant. That's where the phrase came from.